Why do we like the feeling of being scared? Why is it so fun to have grotesquely masked monsters jump out at us with prop blood-stained blades as we walk voluntarily like a herd of sheep through a maze of manufactured twists and turns, clutching to the body in front of us with both fear and fun coursing through our veins?
Terrifying, isn't it?
So this is our second time going to Halloween Horror Nights together.
It is.
And the last time it was planned, and this time we bought our tickets 10 minutes ago.
Halloween Horror Nights started in 1991 under the name Universal Studios Fright Nights. Fright Nights was open in all 4 parks globally: Japan, Singapore, Hollywood, and Orlando. At the Orlando location, guests had the opportunity to attend for 3 nights, the 25th, 26th, and the 31st of October, and there was only one haunted house open, the Dungeon of Terror.
So how did we go from tickets costing only $15.95 in 1991 to almost $200 in 2022? The scariest part is when you look at the price for parking. That's the scariest part.
We paid a lot of money to be scared.
Yep.
So let's go.
Seeing the success of the first Fright Nights, Universal Studios returned to spooky season the following year, this time under a new name, Halloween Horror Nights. They added 2 additional nights for guests to attend and another house, The People Under the Stairs, which followed the story of the American horror comedy from 1991. Despite the profitability of the previous year, 1992 was a flop. It's possible that the rebranding caused confusion and as a result diminished sales, but either way, Universal was unfazed. Between 1993 and 2000, Universal Studios continued to evolve, growing in amount of dates open, number of houses and scare zones, and the price. In 1994, Universal coined the term "scaracters" to refer to those employees dressed up in costumes who work the event, and Ghoul School to refer to the training that employees went through to learn how to be scary. In 1995, the first themed Fright Nights occurred with Curse of the Crypt Keeper. During this year, Universal also tested out haunted houses with dual paths, meaning guests could be led through 2 different mazes of the house at the same time. In the year 2000, famous horror icon Jack the Clown was born. Since then, Jack has directed Halloween Horror Nights and oftentimes is seen in Universal's merchandising and marketing for the event. In 2001, the United States saw true terror and Americans felt truly afraid.
It was a commercial aircraft. We don't know if it was a private aircraft. We have no idea how many were on board or what the
A fear that many who visit Halloween Horror Nights in 2022 have not really experienced.
At the time that it occurred, I did not truly experience the horror and terror of September 11th, 2001. On September 11th, 2001, I was 6 years old. And so at 6 years old, it's hard to fathom things like that. In recent years, I have seen and witnessed and consumed media surrounding that event. And especially now that I've been to New York City and I've seen that site firsthand, I have a better understanding of that experience. But I do not fully grasp what the terror and horror of something like that would be like.
Despite the atrocity that America saw on September 11th, Universal still opened their doors in late September to bring the public an exhilarating, horror-filled event, but did make the choice to tone down the level of gore featured. While Halloween Halloween Horror Nights currently takes place at Universal Studios. In 2002 and 2003, Halloween Horror Nights was featured in Islands of Adventure, and then in both parks for the 2004 and 2005 years. In 2020, Universal's Halloween Horror Nights shut their doors to the public completely due to a global pandemic. With this virus being infectious in close contact, there was no way to be able to accommodate the projected 600,000 plus people who would be attending the event. I remember feeling worried about coming into contact with people just because I wasn't sure what was real on television or through social media. I don't think I experienced it to the full extent that some people did in countries that were extremely populated. However, I do feel like I remember experiencing it in my own way, which was just fear of communication with people and fear of being within someone's circle, if you will. Today, Halloween Horror Nights is able to bring alive the most mainstream and popular titles in horror, science fiction, fantasy, and even pop culture icons such as The Weeknd. For over 30 years, Halloween Horror Nights has been concocting the perfect combination of fear and excitement. The same adrenaline that courses in our veins at the top of a roller coaster pumps us up for haunted houses and scare zones. And even when faced with global catastrophes that should make a terror-inducing event unappealing to the public, there is no sign of Universal slowing down when it comes to profiting off of fear.